EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, first and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ritter. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. That's fielded at the 7. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's caught! And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They go play action now. Ritter. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Play action. It's Ritter. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. A throw on the move is caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
What's that?
Allen will throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Bills 1st down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Middle. What is that?
Allen working from the pistol. That is caught! And he's into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. On play action, Ritter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the fake, here's Ritter. Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They go play action with Ritter. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
What's that? On first and 10, it's Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
What's that? On second down, Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
He'll throw on first down with Ritter. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Touchdown, New York.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Off 52.
To throw is Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here we go. Check smash. Check go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Come on. Set. 18 back. 18 back. 65. Yeah, 60. They smash.
Ritter. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play for the Jets. A pickup of 44 yards. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll work now on second and 4.
Left thing 19. Dragon 60. 19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught, and he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Next to score, Jets 35, Bills 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go.
A run with Dobbins. Woo! They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Quinnen Williams there to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Look out!
Now it's Dobbins. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Open man, left side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
What's that? What's that?
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
The key to this play, Mike, was defensively their ability to stretch this ball and make him go laterally. Anytime you can force the ball carrier to go sideways on 3rd and short, it gives your defenders time to rally, make the tackle for no gain, brings up 4th down.
They'll run the sneak.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They go play action now. Ritter. This is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. It is caught left side by St. Brown. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Buffalo.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Allen going to throw again. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. Going up top. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Jets tack on one more to their lead.
42, Bills 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Allen. He runs with it. And Allen, a guy who usually gives as much punishment as he gets, slides down here, but he's got the first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, home.
Again, it's Allen to the air. A pass caught right side by Coleman.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Ritter on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On second down, Ritter. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. Throwing now. Ritter on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On second down, it's Ritter. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They go play action with Ritter. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18 left, 18 left.
On first down, it's Ritter. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's Pacheco. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New York. What what a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Allen working from the pistol. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal. He will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Here we go. Offense still out there. It is fourth and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, New York. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10. Their own 30-yard line.
Hey, hold on. What's that?
Drive will start on the ground. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Look out!
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
Ready, ready!
First down, New York.
Trap 60, trap 60! Here we go, set! Come 19! Come 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! Hut, hut!
They go play action now. Ritter. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Ready! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Get up!
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Set! Hey, smash!
They put Wilson in motion.
Go!
Now, this looks like a design run. A gain of 17 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Off the fake, here's Ritter. He's got it at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. That his second touchdown tonight.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
56, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 2nd down, Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will get just a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Set. Ready.
On play action, Ritter. This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jets first down.
19 Lions.
Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
79 Bronco. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now he takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now, Ritter to throw on second down. That is caught. What a throw. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
70. Bills 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now Allen to throw on second down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is caught down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Last name 19.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19, cut 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
From the gun, it's Ritter. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Allen. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
What's that?
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's a run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Now pass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills cut into the lead a little bit. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Unlock Lion, unlock Lion. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set go.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. His throw left side is complete. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. It's Allen. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
18 rep.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Going for it all. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.